Intellectual street YouTuber that's either in you or it's on you. No in between. Cash Rules Global TV. $sign for the S. What we on, Global Gang? What's the deal? Cash Rules Global TV. Tapping in. Back at it again. Just open up them trap doors. Getting ready to whip this content, push it out, and get it going. You heard? Man, if you happen to be new to the channel, go ahead and bang that subscribe button. Spam up that like button next, and we finna get right into the YouTube streets. Man, unfortunately, we gotta get right into the real streets. The Oakland streets to be exact. Man, it was a shooting at Pierre Pierre restaurant. Community ain't feeling it. The black restaurant owner ain't feeling it. Talking about he feel unsafe and might have to take his business elsewhere. Now, let's get to the news, and then I'm gonna report a little more and then give y'all what other people think about what we got going on out here in the climate of our city. You feel me? Now, as I said, Pierre Pierre, the black-owned Southern Cafe restaurant, was involved in a shooting Friday night full of customers. Clashawn Hill is the owner of the restaurant. Bullet holes riddled it all through, you know what I'm saying? He said his goal was to change and help the perception of downtown, you know what I'm saying? And now he feel like might have to move to a new location. Let's see what the news said about that. You know, they might put a little extra on it. They might not have, but we about to see.
Pierre Pierre is the name of the place, is planning to move. Crime Force Lindsay Ford talked with city leaders who are stepping in to try to offer support.
On Friday night in downtown Oakland, police swarmed and taped off a large section of 13th and Franklin after a shooting that happened inside Pierre Pierre.
Inside
A fine dining restaurant located inside a city-designated landmark. Police say one person was injured and taken to the hospital.
We got your back. I've gotten countless calls this morning. Copy. What are we going to do?
Because of this act of violence, Oakland business owner Chef Renee Johnson and Kathy Adams, the president and CEO of Oakland African American Chamber of Commerce, both sprang into action. Adams has been in touch.
Don't know what that is, but like I said, that's the ramifications of what happened. I didn't know that they sprayed inside the restaurant. I done popped out to Pierre Pierre, some nice ambiance, and it's solid. You're gonna get, middle up class, good black crowd. And you're gonna get, the gentrified as well that want to come taste that good southern food. Now let me know what y'all think about him having to move his business because it was so spunky that they could not wait until blood got out the restaurant or whatever happened. And if any innocent bystander got hit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't for that. Take care of your your individual, your target, and your target only. Not that I want anything to happen at all. With that being said, that happened on 13th and Franklin, and the news made it all the way to, the viral way, a new podcast that's making waves, messy and not messy. Not sure if I rock with them fully yet. I for surely support everything they got going on as a black, podcast media space. Also in LA, Northern Cal, let's get it together. But they gonna speak on the shooting as well and the climate from the outside in that they see. And let's see if it's accurate.
They got to do investigations, all type of shit, and I'm pretty sure the money to repair everything wasn't enough trouble. It wasn't worth the trouble.
Also, they made $37,000 so far out of 50 in the GoFundMe. If you want to go support it, go bang that.
Trouble for him because he said, "I give up. It's over. I'm done trying to help you." I'm not mad at him. It's unfortunate that happened at his establishment. It could have happened anywhere. And like you said, if you know anything about Oakland streets, is when they funkin', they funkin'. Them niggas is tripping. So it's really just sad to say about it, but I do understand it a little more. So it's I can't say like the streets is gonna be the streets.
What do you understand? I don't understand having where it's so up you can't wait till he walk into his car to go get on him and let him dripping on him and him only.
At this point, yeah, it would be too right to have some rules. It was rules at some point in time about the streets, but now these niggas have threw the rules away.
You know what? Good point. As a matter of fact, I'm not about to pause this no more. I'm gonna let them get it off. But they didn't even throw the rules away. Niggas is living by a book. Certain niggas like me is living by a book that's called the code that these YNs that y'all say young niggas don't give a fuck about and they not reading. So we going by a book and living by a standard and a code that they don't know nothing about. Ain't took the time to read the book. Fuck that book.
And people got to accept that's what it is at this point in time. And unfortunate, if you want to, that's the risk you take of having a business in impoverished hoods or impoverished in places. I don't know exactly where it was at in Oakland, but if they was able to get there,
it was downtown.
Okay, downtown. I don't know how much that goes on downtown in Oakland, but
goes on everywhere.
On site stuff. And people, you got to understand what type of people they are. At this point, some of these niggas out here moving soulless, conscious, without a conscience, and they're hurt people. Unfortunately, that's the point you really get to when it comes to the streets and those type of things. And some people can't let go. So I do understand that aspect. I would like it to be better in certain establishments, but like I said, as far as us as a people and our people, you have to have some type of way in your restaurants to where people might not even come there. Maybe you need a dress code. Maybe what these other high-end restaurants are doing.
All right, I was with them, you know what I'm saying, until that part. Because you are going to get that anywhere and you can't really stop it because if it's on site, it's on. If it's wartime, it's wartime. But a dress code is not going to prevent anything. You know, the gangsters get fly as well. And like he said, if it's on site, it's on site. You'll never be able to prevent that at all. As a culture, they just got to pipe down. We just got to have areas where it's just off limits. But that ain't a thing no more. Y'all bang in the comments, spam it up. Y'all been showing love lately. What y'all think should happen? Because niggas with money gonna spend the money.
And there's nothing wrong with learning from other people. Just because we black, we don't always have to not learn from what other people are doing that's successful. So in the sense of, like I said before, you might need to have a tab to where you got to pay a certain amount to get in. You might need to have a dress code because 9 times out of 10 for me, in my opinion, I believe that eliminates the average hood person that does not want to go to this restaurant unless you know you have to carry yourself a certain way. There's a certain standard in the high class of approaching certain restaurants. When you go to Steak 48, you're not just going up there on some just 50 niggas gang banging and acting crazy. You're gonna go in there, you want to take your girl, you want to be well dressed, a certain way when it comes to that. And even having valet should be damn near mandatory when it comes to that. Because when you have valet, now they have to pull up their cars and give the keys up. Nobody's gonna want to take those certain exact amount of risks. It might lower the risk, not saying that it can't happen, but it will eventually lower the risk when it comes to that. And have security in your parking lot. Don't just allow anybody in your establishment.
Okay, it says the dress code for Pierre Pierre restaurant is a smart, casual type of dress code. For ladies, appropriate attire is required, including suits, pantsuits, or daytime dresses. Dress jeans may be acceptable if worn with the well-tailored.
From Long Beach, you know what I'm saying? And they'll show y'all what they think about the climate of Oakland. But where he was wrong at, in my opinion, fully, is only way you go not let it happen or not let it happen. Where it's the valet, niggas with money would pay for valet. It lowers the chances a little bit, but only way that's gonna happen with the climate in Oakland is if you take it outside of Oakland. Not San Leandro, not Hayward, San Jose, cross the bridge, Walnut Creek. Y'all players know where the real duck locations at. You feel me? But unfortunate that had to happen to the black brother and that you don't want to deal with it no more. Let me know what y'all think about that. Is Oakland getting most funky or this just what it is? Downtown, where First Friday at, anything can happen anywhere in the town. It is what it is. But remember, all money ain't good money. Slow motion, damn show better than no motion. If you happen to be new to the channel, go ahead and bang that subscribe button. Spam up that like button next. Grab you some Cash Rules Global merch, and we gonna keep them trap doors open.